question number 20, next set of questions. Y is equal to 4x plus 1 and 4y is equal to 15x minus 8. Okay. So when we have a set of equations, right, there are so many ways to solve it. Elimination method, substitution method, graphical method. And when it comes to graphical method, it is always suggested that use Desmos. Yes, Desmos is a very important tool. Either you have to do arithmetic calculations like addition, subtraction, or you have to draw the graphs. But you should also be selective when to use it and when you should not use it. For example, in this question, what if? Let's not take this question. Let's try to understand the situation when not to use it. Suppose I have a graph, right? This is the Cartesian plane and these are two lines. And the point of intersection is not at any of the exact integral values. You won't be able to guess the accurate value if it is not showing there. Then you have to guess, right? If it is giving you a proper value on the graph and you are getting like a and b, where a and b are integers, then this will be easy. Only a minus b you have to do. But if you do not get the proper values, do not take the chance to use the calculator. Try another method. Okay. Second point, which method to choose? If you are good with graphs, points are, you are getting the proper points, okay. But if not, then which method to use? Now, if I see this particular question, I can see y on the left hand side and every other, x and y constant on the other side. So I will choose a method where I can make the left hand sides equal. So if I multiply the first equation by 4, left hand sides be equal. Now when I say multiplying by 4, every term will be multiplied by 4. Let's see what happens. 4 of y is equal to 16x plus 4 multiplied by 4 on both sides. And second equation is 4y is equal to 15x minus 8. Now because left hand sides are equal, right hand sides will also be equal. So this is 16x plus 4 is equal to 15x minus 8. Now I will suggest you to pause the video and try to do it in your head and try to write the answer directly, because you have to reach at that level. Yes, maybe you will not be able to do that, but slowly it will become your habit. So if we have to make something a habit, we have to do it multiple times. I hope you must have calculated x. Let's see it's right or wrong. Subtracting 15x on both sides and subtracting 4 on both sides. So x is equal to negative 12. Right? If it is not correct, try to do it step by step. Okay. Now x is done. I have to calculate for y. I have this equation and this equation and this equation. Okay, these are same, and this equation. So I can use any to calculate y. I will select the one which is going to have minimum calculations. So y is equal to 4x plus 1. Y will be equal to 4 times negative 12 plus 1, negative 48 plus 1. So y is equal to negative 47. Now that's done. And we have to calculate the value of x minus y. Let's do that. So x minus y is equal to x is negative 12, y is negative 47. So that is negative 12 plus 47, which is 35, right? Try to understand what method you should choose to solve the question, because this makes a lot of difference. Okay. A right triangle has legs with lengths 24 centimeter and 21 centimeter. Now when it says legs, that means these are the sides other than hypotenuse. So one is 24 and another one is 28. Okay. If the length of the triangle's hypotenuse in centimeters can be written in the form 3 root d, what is the value of d? Again, this is the second question where using calculator is not a good option, because when you use calculator, it gives you a proper number, right? Proper number. It does not give you the answer in this format. So we have to do it at our own. Okay, let's start it. So this is 24 squared plus 21 squared is equal to 3 square root of d, and square root of d, and this is square root. This is what the formula is, right? Hypotenuse squared is equal to first leg whole squared plus second leg whole squared. Now because this is hypotenuse only, so I have to square root is the right hand side. Let's understand what one or two points where we can make mistake. If you do it like h is equal to square root of L1 whole square plus square root of L2 whole square, no, that is wrong. If you are doing square root, you have to do it on the complete side on right hand side. Point number 1. Point number 2 is, if it is like this, you cannot cancel like this, right? So individual squares cannot be cancelled with a complete square root sign. So I cannot cancel this, point number 1, or whatever the point is. Now 24 squared is 576 plus 21 squared is 441 whole square root. So this. So 3 root d. Now this is 1017 square root. This is my answer. It's needed in this form 3 root d. I know that if I need to take this 3 out, this should be 9 inside, right? That is a smart step. If I ask you to solve this, you will like prime factorize it and try to use the exponents. But yes, again here we can save time here, because I know 3 has to be outside. So inside I'll just do 9, and 9 times 113 is 3 root d, right? And this 9 will be outside as 3, and that is 3 root d. So I have saved a lot of time here, just by doing prime factorization method. I'm just converting it into by the hint given by this 3 root d. So okay, value of d is 113. Okay, if you think I should not do these kind of explanations in the question, please let me do, because I just want to cover every single concept involved in the question. Okay, question number 22. The floor of a ballroom has an area of 600 square meters. Okay, so it may be a square or it may be a rectangle. So that means length times width is 600 square meters. An architect creates a scale model of the floor of the bathroom where the length of each side of the model is 1/10 of the length of the corresponding side of the actual floor of the ballroom. That means length is 10 times and width is 10 times, right? So if you are doing it on the left hand side, you have to do it on the right hand side too. So that means here it is 100 and here it will be 6 meters squared. 6 meters squared is the answer. This is kind of like whenever you have to build something, so that is a very larger area, so you draw a model of it on the paper itself and then implement it. So that should be scale, right? If I'm doing 6 meters square here in the lawn itself, it will be 600 meter squared. Okay,